Hey guys, welcome back to the Ask for Speed channel. I'm Jason Speed here at the AutoNation USA in Wesley Chapel, bringing you another episode of Speed's pre-owned reviews. Today we're going to be talking about a performance sports sedan that perfectly blends performance, tech, and style. Of course, it's the 2023 Cadillac CT5 V. Super nice car. Let's check it out. You guys know how I like to do it. Right off the rip, we're going to talk about the performance and what this thing has under the hood. The CT5V, well, this specific CT5V has a 3-liter 6-cylinder that's twin turbo, produces about 355 horsepower, just over 400 pound-feet of torque, and pair that with a 10-speed automatic transmission that you can manually shift through with the alloy steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. You can get this from 0 to 60 in about 4.9 seconds. So in a luxury sedan like that, it's not gonna feel like 5 seconds, it's gonna feel timeless. So it's very adequate for what this is. And I believe there's even a bigger motor option for the V as well. But nonetheless, 355 is plenty for any sedan. All right, let's talk about the exterior design. The very sporty. It's not very many cars that can look sporty, but also elegant at the same time. The Cadillac CT5V does that. You know, it has some very luxurious sculpted lines to it. I mean, it looks like a luxury car, but it also looks like a sports car, which I'm sure was by design. But yeah, check it out. So right up front, of course, wide open grille. It's going to give you all of the airflow you need to get to that motor for keeping that compartment cool and the air combustion, but also gives you that Cadillac Series V signature look to it. Love the way the headlight, the LED headlight and daytime running lights, I guess more the daytime running lights, split up by the bumper and the vertical lines that Cadillac does so well. You can see the headlights just came on because of the lights getting low. But yeah, body lines that start from the Cadillac signature and go up on the hood looks really, really good. Did a really good job there, and really good job hiding some of the safety features, like the camera that's up front, hiding it in the grille, so it's not so much a focal point as it is a functional point. It looks really good. And then of course you got the 19-inch gloss black wheels. Very cool design. Love the little subtle V badges they have and on the fenders, just to let you know this is what it is. Body lines on the profile look amazing. It looks like it almost sits low for that sporty appearance. You have the spoiler on the rear, a little bit of a fin there, and you have, of course, the tail lights. You get the LED tail lights that run vertical as well. That true Cadillac feel to it. Quad tip exhaust, always a sporty option. You can see the backup camera right above the license plate, and the backup sensors you have on there, so you have plenty of protection when you're parking and for safety. You got the body kit, a little bit of a body kit on the ground. It looks really good. It's nice that it's there and it's kind of subtle in a way, but it's still still present. It looks like it almost has ambient lighting on the handle. I'm not sure if that is or not. Sunroof, dual panoramic sunroof. That's always luxurious. Oh, and then the shark fin. The shark fin antenna has the camera, and that you'll see when we go inside for the rear view mirror, the digital rear view mirror. You have the mirrors, side mirrors that have both the exterior turn signals and the blind spot monitoring. Really nice. That V badge again. That color, that electric blue it just works really, really well on this car. All right, let's take a look inside. Okay, so first impression of the interior is they've done a really, really good job of keeping with that trend of blending performance and sport and tech and style and luxury and all that stuff, blending it together for this perfect combination of what is the CT5V. You've got carbon fiber details on the dash, looks really good. That continues on the doors. That even continues down into the console. right? Looks really good. Premium sound system with Bose, if you can see that. I love the split two-tone interior with the light and the dark leather. And then, of course, all of the creature comforts and the infotainment system that kind of like brings to the table between the ergonomic controls down below that lets you control, you know, go home or do any of that stuff you need to do from there. Or the cup holders that kind of hide away to keep a complete look to the finished look of the console. Even the middle console has a button here. Like you don't apply a lot of effort when you're reaching for stuff. It feels like everything is where you would expect it to be. Paddle shifters, I mentioned earlier, the alloy steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. And then of course you have the full, first of all, the steering wheel is telescopic. It goes up and down as well as in and out, away from you and towards you. But it's electronic, so you can move it. It's an infinite move, so you can move it anywhere you're comfortable at. Full color display on the dash. There's a color heads-up display you can see right there that I'm sure, let me see if I hit the info button just like on the Corvette, that there's other information that you can have displayed there. That looks really good. So the screen here is full color display that gives you information that you want to see relevant to the driver. You know, any of the driver information stuff. What gear you're in, what's your speed limit, you know, what posted speed limit sign that you can see on the heads-up display. And then your heads-up display controls are down here on the left. You have your height of the heads-up display, the information you want displayed, and of course the brightness of it, turn it up or down. So because this is a V, you do have drive modes where you can have the sport mode, or if you want it more of a luxury mode or a track or anything like that, you have all those drive modes. It's nice to have the wireless charger right where it kind of angles the phone up as well so that you can still see, you know, if you get a phone call or notifications. And then all of your heated and vented seats, parking sensors, cautions, lane keep assist, your camera angles, passenger comfort. Like you put your camera on and you get all the different camera angles that would help you park. Even if you're parking like indoors in a garage or, you know, a parking garage or anything like that, you can see from a bird's eye view everything that's going on with the car. So this is a really cool feature that I love, especially the way GM does it. They have a digital rear view mirror. So you can actually take this mirror and turn it into a rear facing camera that's on that shark fin. And if you have anybody in the back seat, if it's date night or whatever, you got the kids, you're picking up from school, you now have a clear, unobstructed view of what's going on behind you. Now, what's really, really cool about this is that it reverses the imagery from the camera so it looks like a mirror. So that car that's over my left shoulder, that silver car, is actually over my left shoulder, right? Over there, you can see it. So that's really cool, and you get a wider angle as well from different from what you can see from just the mirror. But what's nice about this with Cadillac especially is that you can change the brightness of it, you can change the zoom in and out, or you can change the height. And then once it's set wherever you want it, you can move this around anywhere you want it, and it's going to be the same camera angle because it's just displaying the image of what that camera sees back there. So the camera back there doesn't actually move, it just changes the trajectory you're zooming in and out. Up top, you have your sunroof controls. What's nice is that actually opens up both the front and rear shade. You can see that close. You have garage door openers. Of course, the dome lights are very easy to find. I love that slow, kind of brighten and dim, almost movie theater style, the way they come on. Your OnStar support, if you'd like to subscribe to OnStar. Of course, you can't have a luxury car without having a little vanity, so you have the soft LEDs that are in there as well on both sides. And something that not a lot of people know, I still don't understand how people don't know this, but you have the mirror that extends so it covers the entire length of that car window. Microphones are up top, very good placement. So now let's look at the space we have in the back seat. As far as back seats go, that wasn't the easiest to get in and out of. However, this is where I had the seat for myself, and this isn't uncomfortable. Like I could ride back here, my feet fit under the seat. It is a little more snug than I would prefer, but you know, I wouldn't have a problem with riding in the back of this car for 30 minutes or so. And that's really the thing about the CT5 V is that for a bigger guy like myself, it isn't the easiest to getting out of, in and out of, even in the front seat. The front seat, the seat kind of sits behind the pillar, and you have to kind of move, well, at least I do, move your arm kind of in an awkward position like you're climbing out of the car. But it's comfortable when you're in there, and if that's the only gripe I have about the car is the way you get in and out of it, then, well, that's the only gripe I have about it. I didn't mention before when I was sitting in here that there is the nice, feels like suede, maybe Alcantara leather steering wheel wrap. Again, with the bumps in the steering wheel to kind of give you that feel of where you naturally place your hands at. You have your seat controls that do have lumbar, right? You have your tilt, your up or down, forward or back, your lumbar support. And then this is a really nice thing too, is it's manual, but you lift that lever and you can extend that so that if you have, it's more of a comfortable position having that all the way to the back of your legs versus your legs just hanging off. I didn't believe it until I tried it, and it is more comfortable. All right, so let me show you more about the back seat. You do have the armrest that folds down and sits at the same height as the armrest on the door, so you feel like you're in more of a captain chair when you're sitting back here. Or if you do need the third seat, you could fold that up. And of course, you have 3 seat belts. You do have a USB port in the back, and it looks like another outlet as well. Yeah, so if you need more outlets, you can always plug them in, but you do have a USB back here with vents. And I love that little red stitching throughout. Kind of subtle, nice detail. Let's look at the trunk. So that just unlatches, it doesn't open up, right? So you'd have to manually open and close it. There's a handle to open and close it. Plenty of space back here though. There's lots of space for golf bags, maybe left to right, or groceries if you're going to Costco or Sam's Club. Lots of space for that. And I love the emblem in the floor mat. That's pretty nice as well, pretty nice touch. But pretty good size trunk. What's this? Oh, your battery back here in the trunk. So let's take it for a quick drive around the mall, shall we? And hopefully my camera stays upright. Not going reverse, going drive. And yeah, let me take it around the mall and show you how it drives. Give my opinion on it. So it is really smooth. Of course, that's part of the design as well. They designed it to be able to drive on multiple, different types of surfaces. Like if you take it to the racetrack, or if you take it on the road, or the road's not as smooth, it has active suspension that adjusts for it in real time. And it is smooth. It handles, it's like kind of almost gliding through the corners. Not really making me lean one way or the other when I'm turning or getting into the turn. Of course, I'm only doing 30, but you can almost tell what it'll do at higher speeds from what it does at 30. Hear it a little bit, but you can feel that the car has an undertone of performance that is there ready for you at any time. If I was to put you back in the back of the seat, didn't it? That is so smooth. Like it's climbing. It's again 10-speed transmission, so it's got smaller shifts as far as going through the gears, but it is really smooth acceleration. I mean, that was only like maybe 40 miles an hour. I didn't see what it was, but it's very smooth. It's got a really smooth ride. It's something that, aside from getting in and out of, as a bigger guy, I don't see myself wanting to drive this because of that. But aside from that, the riding around part is pretty good. I wouldn't have any objection to riding around in this if this was my car. I mean, it looks good. It's a head turner, that electric blue. You just have to figure out, like the Corvette, you just have to figure out the right way to get in and out of it. So the CT5 V is meant to rival competitors like the BMW 3 Series, the Audi S4, or the Mercedes-Benz AMG C43. When you consider the European competitors, the American-made Cadillac, with the performance, with the style, with the tech, with everything that comes with that V package, gives you a much better value than those European competitors. If you are interested at all in the electric blue CT5 that we have here, please reach out to me. I'd love to set up a time for you to come in and take it for a drive so you can see how nice it is yourself. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you would like to see this channel grow, I would love a like, a comment on the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That would really help me out. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.